What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of Ultimate Team League Match Recap. In this video, we will be taking a look at the game between the young boss Anthony and man like Collin AKA Shutdown Man AKA 2 L's. Why? Because I like to spell his name with 2 L's. Anyhow, so we all know about Anthony, top of the Division 1, more or less one Division 1 at this point, giving a lot of people a good run for their money, been very dominant in Division 1, and a very tricky prospect to play against. Always has a goal or two in him and has a very solid defense. So we all know what to expect from Anthony. But we haven't really seen much of Collin this season in terms of gameplay. We've seen a lot of his results, and he's had a bit of a rough time. Partly because he's new to FUT and he's still trying to find his feet. The last game these two played ended in a 13-0 victory for Anthony. Yes, you heard me correctly, 13-0. And so I believe this is an opportunity for Collin to redeem himself a little bit. Can he live up to the name Shutdown Man? Can he shut down the young boss? Let's get into it. So on the screen right now we have Anthony's team. We all know about Griezmann already. That's the talisman for Anthony. Martial, Dembele, Ander Herrera, Bakayoko, Tolisso, and so on and so forth. But anyway, let's get into the action without much ado. So we'll take it from around about here with Anthony opening up the scoring. So Bakayoko picks up the ball from the middle of the park. Nice passing between Herrera and Antoine Griezmann. Very sloppy defense. Very sloppy defending there from Collin. He didn't get tight enough on Griezmann and just allowed him to run through. And it was 1-0 to Anthony at that point. And that's something, if Collin's watching this, that's something to work on. Getting tight on the striker when those through balls are played through. Easier said than done. It doesn't always work out. Sometimes strikers got too much pace and can't catch up. But I do feel in that particular instance, he could have gotten tighter on Griezmann and possibly stopped that run. But yeah, 1-0 to Anthony. And it's looking like Anthony is going to run away with it again. Are we looking at another 13-0 game? Or can Collin make it a little bit closer this time round? And you know what? Collin gave a very good account of himself in this game. And he wasn't going to allow Anthony to score 13 on him. And he would indeed get an equalizer. Dembele, they're picking up the ball, playing it to Lukaku, back to Lukaku, and Lukaku finds the bottom of the net with a very nice finish. Very great goal there. Extremely good goal from Collin there, showing signs of great improvement and starting to find his feet in the league. So at least he's already got one goal in this game, which is more than he scored in the last one. So already an improvement. But however, we all know Anthony is dangerous going forward, and it wasn't long before he was able to regain his lead. A nice ball from Griezmann to Dembele there, and what a strike with the left foot there. Top bins. Wow, he smacked that in the back of the net, and Anthony regains the lead. Ousmane Dembele, the young French forward. 2-1, Anthony. And it wouldn't be long before Anthony would extend the lead even further, creating a bit more comfort, a bit more gap between himself and Collin, and this is that goal. Griezmann playing a 1-2 between himself and Ander Herrera again, and again Collin doesn't get tight enough. And it's very similar to that first goal, and that's something to really work on, Collin. You know, getting tight on those 1-2s, not allowing those 1-2s to be played so easily and allowing people to get behind your defense. And it's almost a carbon copy of the first goal between Ander Herrera and Antoine Griezmann. 3-1 to Anthony, and at this point, it looks like he's running away with it. Look at that again. Another opportunity for a 1-2, but Butland gets there this time, and that seems to be a weakness in Collins' defense. So that was 3-1 at halftime. Let's go into some second half action. And I call this the chance of the half. Musa picking up the ball there, doing a nice, what do you call that turn again? Scoop turn. Bangs a shot. Let's watch that one again. I really like that chance, and it was unlucky not to have put it away. Nice scoop turn there, gets a little bit of space, bangs it, and it's an awesome save from Jack Butland to deny the shot from going in. Awesome play there from Anthony. And although he wasn't able to extend his lead there, he would, however, get another chance. And he does find that fourth goal. And that's coming up right now. Again, Griezmann finding himself in acres of space, easily getting in behind Collins' defense. And it's 4-1. You know, and Anthony at this point is comfortable. He's more or less home and dry. But can Collin make the scoreline a little bit more respectable? Can he dig deep and find a second goal, or is he going to fold and just allow Anthony to just run riot for the rest of the game? And let's see. There was another chance actually before I go on to show us the end of the game. There was a very good chance that came up for Anthony, which he squandered, and at this point it really should have been 5-1. Griezmann, they're playing the ball to Ander Herrera, and Musa finds himself 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he squanders it. Again, getting in behind Collins' defense so easily, and Collins quite lucky that it's only 4-1 at this point because Musa squandered that opportunity. But you know what? Credit to Collin. He dug deep. He kept on fighting, and he would eventually pull a goal back. And let's see that goal now. Lukaku there to Inui. And Inui just runs down the wing, finds a little space, and just bangs it. Woo! How about that for a goal? I mean, look at that. That shot was insane. Let's look at that again. Inui. I think he plays in the La Liga. Lukaku there playing him through, and he's just bursting through with his pace from a very tight angle in the near post, and he bangs it in, making it 4-2 to Collin. Collin there getting a goal back, and it's a very much more respectable scoreline at this point. Last time he couldn't manage a goal. This time around he's found two, although Anthony himself at this point has 4, and score, 4-2 is a very respectable scoreline. Could Collin even close down the gap even further and make it even more respectable? Unfortunately, no, and it would be Anthony that would get a fifth. Anthony Martial there, very calm, very composed, took his time, found the bottom corner, and that was curtains for Collin, the final nail in the coffin. And that was that. Anthony Martial, the young French forward, They knew about him, but they couldn't stop him. 5-2 to Anthony. But credit to Collin, he's made a better performance today, showing great signs of improvement, not like the 13-0 of last game. Again there, Anthony with a chance to make it 6, but nice clearance there from Bakayoko. And it would finish 5-2. Signs of improvement from Collin. Also improved his team greatly. He initially started the league with all bronze players and has gradually, improved his team, upgraded his players, and improved his gameplay. And is starting to put up a good fight and give a good account of himself. It was really the defensive errors that cost Collin in this game. It left a lot of gaps in the back for Anthony to play those 1-1-2s and get behind his defense, and Anthony punishing him for those defensive errors. But credit to the both of them. Unfortunately, not good enough from Collin, and another victory for Anthony. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Peace.